Hi dear all. So you have seen the derivation of Greenham's equation and the Ponting time. So there are some other terms you have to remember also. So that's the Greenham's graph or the Greenham's model. So I'll just show the Greenham's infiltration model, how it looks like. So basically this is your surface and this is the depth below the surface of earth. So that's represented by z or whatever height, no matter what value it is having. So forget about that. So this is the surface. So what happens is when rainfall occurs, just assume that the soil is initially having, sorry, it's not getting focused. So just assume that your soil is initially having initial moisture content. That is, the initial moisture content is this. The initial moisture content I am representing it as theta I. So this, what I am representing here is on the x-axis is the moisture content. So initially it is having a moisture content for theta I. That's the initial moisture content. So when rainfall occurs, what happens is more and more water will be getting into it, and what happens, it will be saturating some portion from the top. So what happens, the moisture content of the initial portion increases up to a particular limit. So then this will be going downwards because this is having an extra moisture content, because of, since the water is getting added, what happens is more and more water enters it, so it saturates the top portion, and that front will be going downwards. So when I represent it, it will be something like this. It's going like this, and the maximum water content it can have is the porosity. So the maximum content that it can have, this is nothing but your porosity, which is represented by n. And after rainfall, what happens, this water will be draining and it will be going down, but what happens is the entire water cannot be removed. Remember, the entire water cannot be removed from there, and that some amount or small amount of water will be remaining, and that quantity of content of water is called as the residual content. This is called as the residual moisture content. So theta r is the residual moisture content, and initially before the rain it was having a initial moisture content which was going like this, and that is the initial moisture content theta I. Theta I is the initial moisture content, and n is the maximum or the total porosity. We say to the total porosity, the porosity of that soil. Okay. That is quite clear. And this zone, this portion is called as the wetting zone. So that is a portion which gets wet, and this thing, as more and more water is entering, it moves down. That is the wetting front. So it moves down. Now there's an effective portion. See this portion, only we can, though we remove much of the water, this much portion of the soil will be having some content of moisture. Only this much portion can be effectively saturated or effectively given water. So that portion is called as the effective porosity. That is the effective porosity. So this many terms you have to remember. Now there's some other term for doing your numericals. This is your whole Greenham's model. Initially it is having only a theta I, that's the initial moisture content. Then as more and more water comes in, what happens, there will be a ponding of water. So since there's a ponding of water for a depth of h naught, what happens, water will be entering and it will be wetting it, so it gets a wet zone, so it gets saturated up to the total porosity n. Then as it moves down, still it will be having some portion which is left unsaturated, so that is this portion with the initial moisture theta I. But after the rain, gradually, because of gravity, whole water will be going down. So because of other even transpiration and other evaporation losses, some amount of water will be lost. Even if it is losing water, what happens, it can come only up to the residual moisture content. So that is the residual moisture content shown here, and this is the effective moisture porosity, that is theta I. If you compare theta I, what you can write is, it is nothing but n minus, this is the total n, this is theta I. What theta I? Theta r. I'm sorry, theta r. N minus theta r. That is the effective porosity. Now there is something else called as effective saturation. Effective saturation. Now this is your effective porosity, which we have already set. So that's a porosity. And saturation means the water that is actually there. See, so the total water at any time, the total water will be theta minus theta, the residual water. That's the effective thing which can give at any time. And the maximum thing which we can have is the effective porosity, which is nothing but n minus theta. So from this equation, if you rearrange all this thing, this saturation, the moisture deficit, delta theta is given by 1 minus SC into theta E. So remember all these equations. This is very, very important for doing the numericals. So these many things are required. So please keep this in mind, hold these equations, this relation and this relation. And remember this graph also.